scared. And we know other youth out there where we work with NI, where we can still utilize it, whatever the funds is, we utilize it. We are going to have some big event to make some big money to support RasTafari. But at the end of the day, I need to know what is going on, and I need to know that united I stand and divided I fall. So other people, other movement, other culture, we need to come together. And I say, if I identify this person as a troublemaker and unruly person, or as a one who not live up to moral principle and standard that I associate with him, I don't know that I don't compromise when it comes to the works of His Majesty. The principle, the standard, the dignity, it's like me to worship when it comes to Rasta. So, when I give Babylon system no avenue to come find things upon I. So when it comes to His Imperial Majesty and I Empress, I don't compromise with it. If I know that you not match up to certain standard, I don't care what you want to say, I go say. I don't have nothing to do with you. You go your way, I don't quarrel with you, but you go your way and I go my way. I will associate with my brethren and my sister, who I see is of the same standard and principle in upholding the principles and the works, the integrity, and we're moving in the direction that His Majesty and His life. So, RasTafari. Yes, I think Glen said, sometimes we had a Q&A, we still have some little refreshment inside there, so there's no question where any virgin and sister not allowed to ask. Feel free,
Basic question. What is the difference between medical marijuana and recreational marijuana?
Basically, there is no difference.
No difference?
No. Same herb man smoke and the same herb you can use medically. Anthony, but the thing is, even from a Jamaican point of view, Jamaica government couldn't use the term recreation, right? A recreational approach industry. Because the loophole there's a thing named INCD, International Narcotic Control Board. Just like how you have WHO in a health, you have this INCD, which is like the narcotic, it's like the police then, the international police. So the avenue inside of it is that every country has the right, or in the article, in the convention, what they call International Convention, it states that every country has the right to pursue a medical program. So that was the loophole and the strategy where Jamaica government used to establish an industry by using the term medical. But when you smoke it, or you drink it, or you cook it, it all have its medicinal benefit if you're looking at things medically. But more than anything to I, it's the spiritual upliftment that I get from her. Because we never talk about no medical this and no medical that. We just know that we cook herb and eat it, we eat it raw, we juice it. But the main way in which herb was a benefit to I is the spiritual upliftment that I get from using herb. The connection with divine I with I.
Follow up. Could I give an answer from a more biochemistry standpoint, as in, for example, that same program that you spoke about with CNN and
well, all right. Within herb, two main components, right? But we know what people call CBD and THC, even though THC is a CBD. But funny enough, there's also the CBD is what they call the cannabinoid. But in man, in every human being, there is what they call an endocannabinoid system. And this system serves as receptors. And that's why herb is so beneficial to man. Because the moment it go in there, it go back up its cousin or its brother. And we work together. Right? But THC and CBD is what people focus on. The other part of it is what they call the terpenes. But in Israel, we were told, because Israel is the biggest medical conference in the world, we're told that they have discovered 144 different CBD. They have CBDN, CBD8, CBD this, CBD that. The THC is what they call the psychoactive ingredient, where that will get you high according to them. But it is only activated when you put heat to it. Whether you bake it, whether you cook it, whether you boil it, whether you whatever. You could have eat 1 ton of green herb, you don't feel no high after it.
That's true.
Because the THC is not activated. Right? So, the medicinal part of it now, where them claims that I'm focused on, is the CBD. But at the same time, anybody who do research will also see the benefit that comes from THC. Because when it comes to pain, a herb that is strong in THC will act more effectively on pain more than a high CBD herb.
Like cancer patients, for example?
Both cancer, CBD act on cancer patients because there are different types of cancer. But we have to go back and remember, even before 1937, right here in the US, herb was used to treat more than 100 different illnesses. Right? And because the rise of pharmaceutical company in the US, were paid the FDA, the Federal Bureau of Narcotics, at that time, which is now the DEA, to fight against her in order to feed them pharmaceutical company to strive. Right now, if you don't get sick, pharmaceutical company out of business. So they have to ensure that we get sick, our people in general get sick, so that all of these big pharmaceutical companies can continue. But in terms of CBD and THC, those are the two main ingredients in the herb. Now you have different strains, and depending on the illness, you can mix the ratio. For example, you can have a 50 to 50 CBD to THC, and some instances you can have 30 CBD, 70% THC, some you have 70% CBD, 30% THC. Depending on the illness, you use different ratio.
Okay.
So that's your question,
Yes, beloved.
Yes, sir.
Has there been any provisions made for the Rastafari nation community and a whole to benefit from your activism trying to secure a place for Rasta to participate in this global market for herbs? Also, is there any provision being made for a dispensary for the Rasta community for this herb?
All right, two good questions this time. One, it was because of agitation in the first place, why certain recognition was given to I&I that I&I could have grow a herb and this 5 plant never go for I&I, that no more police can stop I&I going to Nyahbinghi and harass I&I for herb, and that to the end that this event like this could take place, because this is not the only herb event, but this is the first legal ganja event in Jamaica. In terms of provision, the only provision that is made in law is where the recognition of I&I is concerned to use herb. What I&I do with this event in continuing that advocacy for not only Rastafari but for grassroots people is to use the event as a revolutionary platform. Because Rastafari Root Fest is really a multifaceted event dealing with all type of issues. One, the issue, the rights of indigenous people. Not only of I&I as Rastafari, but even when it comes to the Native American Indian, those who here and in Canada, white people come here, take by them land, kill off them buffalo, and put them on reservation. right? So that is one aspect of Roots Fest. The other aspect of Roots Fest, or more aspect of Roots Fest, is health and wellness. We don't deal with alcohol, we don't sell liquor at Roots Fest. We don't sell fish and meat and them things. It's just an high-type event. So because it's health and wellness and I focus on, and I could not preach one doctrine and I practice one next thing. We have yoga. Yoga is something where who know it will know the benefit from it. So yoga is something where I and I focus on, an aspect of the health and wellness program. In terms of the dispensary, no, there is no provision made for Rastafari in particular from the Jamaican government point of view, even though I speak of universal. Jamaican laws don't go universal, right? But what I can do, and like I point out, what one I couldn't do, 10 I can do, 20 I can do. Because if we pool resources together, we can have more than dispensary. In the meantime, I say what I man never like is what I have to do. Because through my advocacy and me being a radical, Jamaican black people now go partner with that. Because the rich man heaven is the poor man hell. And me being a grassroots and radical, no people in a big position don't like that. So I see white people who are willing to come partner with that. And I partner with them. Because when them come in the first place, they can own more than 50%, more than 49% of any country. That is not to say you don't have people who can go backdoor and deal with it. Right? So that is just ways and means in terms of how I can approach having I own business or more than dispensary in this global industry. We have to come together and make sure that we invest, just like how any other set of people can invest.
Yes, I give thanks for the agitation in the decriminalization and the legalization of ganja. But what I want to ask quickly, is it possible that I could facilitate any type of practical workshop while the I is here regarding, like say, the making of the oil, for instance? And second question, today I was reasoning with a brethren who says that he was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he was asking if there is any pellets, ganja pellets, that he could utilize. So facilitation of
that depends on the type of cancer. But
prostate cancer.
Prostate. Well, there are oils that people using to treat prostate now. What I have to do is really look to the source, internet age, so you can source, herb oil from certain places.
So the oil doesn't make the oil?
No, I don't.
Okay.
And in terms of the first part of the question, tomorrow morning I leave to Florida. And we're having a lunch down there on Saturday. So I wouldn't be here to facilitate something like that. But these are things where I need to get together and work toward, because these can be done. You have even right now I can bring people from all over in the US come, but we need to do something big. So we have to have something like our Roots Fest, 1 3-day big event, or 1 2-day, 1 day big event where we invite people from different, because okay, white people are great. White people are great, they bring all type of people from all over. When you go and meet people that come from all California, when New England cannabis condenser, people that come from all over the world, so I can do the same thing. Yes, Empress.
Okay. I'm Brady, King. You don't see me hand in the back here, King.
So speak, no?
The cut-off time, right? We will get this place from 6 to 9. So we just get a notice. Well, just about few minutes leave. So I will just take 2 more questions and answer them as quickly as possible, and we see you.
Take the bridge.
Let the Empress go and I go after.
No, sir.
Can I speak up on the workshop that you are doing in Jamaica, right? Where you say you have like equipment and stuff like that. The workshop that you have there in Jamaica, what is it consist of? Is it teaching people how to grow, teaching them about the seed, how to purchase the things that they need, like the organic products and stuff like that? Or is it just like, is it like a workshop where you have to pay a certain amount of funds? Or
No,
is it
once
free?
you pay to come into the venue, you have free access to all the educational information. So in the workshop, it's just like there I said, you know, what is it that is good to you, what it is not good to you, how you need to grow your thing and the standard where you need to grow your thing in order to access the international
So
market.
that's just the basic of it. So it's not like you're learning about how to produce the oil or anything, any other product out of it yet.
Well, it's for example, this year now, you have individuals who will come and inform you in terms of how you go about it, but that practical aspect of it had never been displayed at Rootfest. But we're looking and hoping that one day, because most of who are come, you see, in some time to bring in the equipment then is you have to pay taxes and you must come make no money outside, more than just use it from an educational point of view, you know? Yeah.
Go ahead with your question.
I just want to explain the green rush entrepreneurship.
Well, the green rush entrepreneurship, you know, is the fact that this is a green goal. And people coming from all over the world, for example, Jamaica, they're going to rush Jamaica. Antigua go legalize. Glen go legalize. And St. Vincent already gone for the road. See? So what will happen now is that you're going to have people that come from all over the world to come in them Caribbean countries because no most of production cost is cheaper because you don't have to grow in the life. See? So that is the green rush. And I know to make sure that I is not left out of it. That's the problem.
One more question.
Listen, if we go over the 9 p.m., it's another $200 I'm going to give the people. So we don't really have the money to give them. So unless they want to put a collection or something. But I think IRV what ones that would need more information. Say if a 3 or 4 or 5 brethren say, all right, we want to pull the money together. They want to try and find out the most lucrative way if we can start a business. They need to know what need to be done to set up the business. All of these questions, but we don't have the time for you to answer. So,
Contact information.
yes, tell you what, we make sure everybody get a contact information. How you suggest we deal with this?
Is there a website?
Yeah, our website, RasTafari.com.
I said,
My